I wasn't supposed to fall in love with a stranger on a broken subway train, but that morning changed everything. I wasn't supposed to fall in love with a stranger on a broken subway train, but that morning changed everything. I remember the cold metal pole against my hand, the usual crowd packed around me, the soft screech of the train against the tracks, and then suddenly, nothing. A heavy jolt. The lights flickered, the train groaned, and we came to a dead stop somewhere between two stations. A few people cursed under their breath. Someone sighed loudly. I tightened my grip on the pole, annoyed but not surprised. New York trains loved drama more than the people in them. That's when I heard a voice behind me. You okay? I turned and saw him. Tall, calm, soft-eyed, wearing a navy coat like he had stepped out of a winter commercial. He wasn't panicked like everyone else. He was looking right at me, waiting for my answer as if nothing else around us mattered. Yeah, I managed. Just another Monday tragedy. He laughed softly, and for a moment the train didn't feel so dark. We talked about work, about how he always ended up on the same train, how he recognized me from my bright red scarf that apparently made me look sort of like a cozy detective. I rolled my eyes, but my cheeks warmed anyway. When the conductor announced that we'd be walking the tracks to the next station, the car filled with groans. But when he said, "Guess we're going on an adventure," I felt the smallest smile tug at my lips. Walking through a dark subway tunnel should have been terrifying, but somehow with him beside me, narrating our survival like a fake documentary host, everything felt lighter. We climbed up into the next station, breathless, not from fear, but from laughing too hard. Coffee? He asked almost shyly, like he wasn't sure if the morning had been real or just a shared hallucination. I don't know why I said yes. Maybe because everything in my life felt like a loop lately. Maybe because someone looking at me the way he did felt rare. Or maybe because sometimes fate doesn't whisper, it shoves. We ended up in this tiny cafe with fogged windows and warm lights that made the world feel softer. He sat across from me, fingers wrapped around a steaming mug, and said, "I don't want this to end when we walk out of here." My heart skipped. He said he felt weirdly at ease with me, like we'd known each other for longer than the broken train ride. I felt it too, but admitting it felt like stepping off a cliff. So, what happens now? I asked. He reached across the table, slow enough for me to pull away, but I didn't. Our fingers touched, then they intertwined. The cafe noise faded, everything else blurred. "Maybe," he said, "we see where this goes." On purpose. I should have been scared. I should have thought it was too fast. But the moment our hands met, something in my chest settled, like finding the page of a book I didn't realize I'd lost. We walked out of the cafe together. It was still just a normal Monday. People brushing past us, taxis honking, street vendors yelling, but his shoulder brushed mine, and every sound softened. When we reached the corner where our paths split, he hesitated. "Can I see you again? A real date, not a disaster commute." I laughed, and it felt like sunlight in my throat. "Yeah, I'd like that." Then he leaned forward, not bold, not rushed, just gentle, and kissed my cheek. Warm, soft, and full of a promise I felt deep in my bones. I watched him walk away, then turned toward my office building with a smile I couldn't control. The train hadn't broken down by accident that morning, or at least that's what I like to believe. Some stories don't wait for you to be ready. Some stories begin with a jolt, a pause, and a stranger asking, "You okay?" Mine did, and I'm so glad it did.